Okay, so here we go.
Okay, okay.
So
All
Leslie,
right.
it's good to see you. Um, we have not spoken a while. I know we've done prior coaching in the past that I
Mhm.
think you received, well.
Yes.
And I appreciate you sitting with me for like another session to help me. But as you help me complete something I have to complete, I hope to help you with what you want to speak about. So what is it say? And we know each other well enough to not go through any rapport building here, right? So
Yeah, you're good.
so what is it that's primary on your mind today that you'd want to like bring out and kind of delve into a little bit?
Well, yeah, and we've talked about like my car broke down out of nowhere. The engine completely blew up. It was like a week and a half ago. The oil was fine. It wasn't overheated. Those are the main reasons why engines die. And it happened while my daughter was driving my car, and I just felt kind of helpless because that was something that I felt like I had under control in my life. And all of a sudden, in a instant, it blew up. Couldn't drive it anymore. Got it towed. Had to pay for a tow. Found out it was dead. It's still sitting at the dealership, and I'm trying to deal with it a little at a
But
time. But I also have
is there a
yeah.
warranty on this car though? Is there any warranty?
No, it's like I had this basic insurance. I had it paid off, so that was good news. That was good.
Right.
But it's only 2017. It's not super old and it shouldn't have happened, and I've kept up on everything on it. So, um, I just kind of feel blindsided, kind of like on top of I stopped receiving child support in September, even though my girls are still at home.
Did they reach a certain age?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had a rejected call. At age 18, they don't receive child support anymore. I should have, we should have done better at that. I know my son lost it and it was okay. I was able to make do, but so that's stress. So um there's just a lot that I'm juggling right now, and I just think I want to sell my house, but I want to get my girls through. They're seniors in high school, but we've kind of gone back and forth with
They're
online
going,
school. Yeah.
not to get technical into
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
details of the child support. Are they going to college? Because sometimes when you go to college, they still pay, right?
So the good news with that is that their dad is he's in the Army, Special Forces, so
Right.
he's got like this I don't even know, like all their GI Bills. He explained it to me one time, but they do have
So they'll get that.
uh
They'll take care of that.
funding, yeah. So that's kind of yeah, my son is at UWF right now. He's almost getting his bachelor's degree. He's not even 20 yet, so he's doing really well with that.
Okay. So
Um
yeah, I remember your son. I remember you posting about your son. So
yeah.
let's look at, because I heard you say helpless, blindsided, stress, right? So let's look at what's underneath all these things happening, right? I mean, there's no doubt your car seized, so you don't have a car right now,
Right, I'm borrowing a car, borrowing different cars. It's a mess. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
there's like the whole like mechanics and how you fix that situation with money. I would work with writing even the company who built whatever manufactured with the car, and sometimes they can help you. But there's all the mechanics of that. There's the child support and the feeling of like, hey, I have less money, right? There's the stress you're saying. So I felt helpless. I heard helpless, blindsided, stress. So how how do you feel? Oops, how do you feel that how are you dealing with those things? Like, are you dealing with them?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be like this morning I made my lemon ginger drink to make me feel better, and I was like I grounded outside in the sun. I did take the weekend off because I chose not to really deal with it over the weekend. I mean, I've been dealing with it yesterday and today. Like yesterday was just a lot, just trying to get information. So I'm kind of logically going through my steps of like, what can I do? Like having conversations, doing some research. Um, so I am dealing with them. In fact, I just talked to my mom and she wants to be able to help me, but she can't help me till next month if I still need help then, but she's not in a position to help me right now. So that was nice to know that I have that resource.
Right, that she offered
Um,
that. So you
yeah,
felt
I didn't even
support. So you
ask
felt
her.
supported, right? You
Yeah,
felt
I felt
supported.
supported. Yeah, and my boyfriend's he lets me use his car. His There's a business partner that he has that has an extra car that but I don't really, I don't want to, that's a temporary thing. So I'm kind of just, it's like you kind of getting by so you have time to like process because when I was told that my what happened with my engine, I kind of went into shock a little bit. I was like,
Right.
no, that can't be,
I understand that. I
but
definitely understand, especially
yeah,
if you've been taking care of the car.
yeah.
So let's look at that too. Let's look at, you know, because I want to get back to one of the early lessons we did, and I think it was a couple of years ago we did this coaching, right? But I want to get back, remind you one of the lessons we did. But before that, I also want to hear how, like, if your boyfriend has a partner that has an extra car, and that car is being offered to you, and it sounded like you were a little resistance to accepting it to use it. Is that true?
Yeah, and I should say I mean, he has a business next door to him, and it's like they smoke, and I don't really like that it's smoky. I cleaned it out. I didn't like it's like, it's not a great situation, really. So that was kind of there was some resistance around that, but I'm super grateful for it, and it runs, So
Okay.
it's not they're not
So you have
offering.
accepted it. You have
Yeah,
accepted it. You are
I
using
am
it.
driving that, but
Okay.
I do have to give it back tonight.
Okay.
So, so I am using my resources
Yeah.
available. I'm assessing what they are, and I'm being pretty resourceful.
Do you feel good about that?
That I borrowed the
Right?
car,
Well, that you're
or
using your resources and you're getting by.
yeah, I mean, I feel like yeah, like I said before, supported. I feel like
Right.
even though this is a place I've only lived for like 4.5 years, I still feel like I've made enough connections, and
Well, that's
we've
good. That's great.
been able to figure it out.
So,
Yeah.
do you remember? Well, there's two things. I think we did two lessons way back. We did the power of decision, and we did the two states of being, right? And you
Hmm.
don't look it up. It's okay. I'll go over it quick. But
Yeah.
the two just look and listen now. So
I'm
that's that
listening.
one. I
What
want to see
is?
what it is. So
Mhm.
the uh the two states of being says like we're either in a suffering state or a powerful state. Or
Mm-hmm.
anger, jealousy, overwhelm, right? Those
Yeah.
things. That's where we get in a suffering state. Or frustration, obviously frustration. And then when we feel like, powerful and enjoy and passion, those,
Hmm.
in control even, those are things that help us get in a powerful state.
Right.
Now, and I don't have time to go over the whole lesson now. I remember teaching this to you, but if you
Yeah.
recall, or if I when I say it, if it spurs your brain, that when we have an experience such as my engine blew up, then the suffering we do over that experience is separate from the experience. And if we can detach ourselves from our thinking,
Right. Yeah.
the actual experience, then we could flow back into, okay, my car blew up. My car blew up, and now I get to act, right? If we, then the suffering could be lessened, and the being in a suffering state can be lessened. So
Right.
how does that register with you?
Right. Like I am not the state of the suffering. Like it's
Right.
not me. It's like it's separate from me. It's
Right.
outside of me. It's like that's something that I'm temporarily experiencing right now. Those are just my current in my face challenges that I have to deal with, but they're still outside of me.
And yeah, right. So
So, yeah.
if you can say the suffering, if I suffer over my car, if I suffer over the lack of money with child support, right? It's 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 not based on my best thinking. It's based on even what we call unintelligent thinking, because you're thinking all these things about what could happen. And look, Leslie, where are you today? And what have you been able to overcome?
Oh, a lot. I've been
Everything,
able, yeah, I feel like everything.
everything,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So why would this be any different?
Right, right. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm not in a panic about it. I just feel I feel stressed out, like there's a lot of other moving parts and things happening in my life with my kids and my house and all this stuff. In fact, I just missed a call from my air conditioning because I forgot, oh, I got duct work that was going to get worked on today. Like there's just a lot and then client, there's just pile up and pile up, but I would know that these are all just things that I'm going through today and tomorrow is going to be a different day with things and you just work through it and it doesn't ever get you and you could still choose to be who you're going to be, you know, at
Right.
the end of the
So
day.
when one thing about the two states of being, and again, it's I hate using the term unintelligent thinking because people sometimes get hung up in that, right?
Right.
Without like a larger explanation. But if we look at our suffering is based on unintelligent thinking, like if we look at
Mm.
two people who lost their job, right? Uh,
Yeah.
I lost my job. I'm not going to be able to feed my family. I'm going to wind up homeless. I'm going to, it's all over for me. Or somebody else that says, um, you know, that job was okay, but I didn't like it. I was thinking about leaving anyway. I know I'll be okay. Like I just brought out to you, I've overcome everything in my life that's been handed to me, right?
Right.
And that um I'm going to get a new, better job I'm going to like better and pay me more money. So those are two separate people, one suffering, one powerful, right? So say how we could do the same thing for two people whose engine blew up, whose car engine
Yeah.
blew up, right? We can do the same thing. Oh man, I can't afford another car. I can't drive. I can't get away. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's
Right.
going to happen to me. Um, or I mean, yes, I've had emergencies before. I've dealt with it. I have resources. My friends are helping me. I'll write and call the manufacturer and tell them, look, we got a lemon here. See if I can get any satisfaction there. I'll look at maybe being able to get a cheaper used car for now until I can get a better car. I'm borrowing cars, and then there's no more
Yeah.
suffering in that thinking.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and where do you see yourself on what side of that right now?
Um, just because I feel like I'm so resourceful, even though I have moments of like the suffering, but I do feel like I'm more in that powerful state, you know,
So if you
as
can just when you get in the suffering state, and I don't blame you. I mean, I understand. I mean, I understand. I'm not standing up for your victimhood, and I'm not saying you're being a victim, right? Because but I'm not standing up for that. But I'm also it's a very understandable, right? Hey, same time, no money, the car blows up. It's tough. But if you can say, hey, when you start feeling bad, just remember this is the result of my unintelligent thinking.
yeah,
And my suffering is totally separate from the experience of,
right,
of my car breaking down. My car breaking down, a mechanical engine broke down. And yes, it causes me inconvenience now, but a mechanical engine broke down. So what meaning do I give it? And do I give it all this meaning of all these things it means? Like, why is this happening to, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but why is this happening to me? Why is this? Why
right,
is that? And it's natural for a little bit of that to creep in. So when it does creep in, or even the situation with your kids and the money and the child support, just remember that the suffering is separate from the experience, and you get one moment. Oh, it takes a moment in your brain to shift over, to shift. Just one moment of transformation. Okay, life, you remember life, what's life doing, right? We've talked about this. Life is working for you,
hmm
even when you think it's not.
yeah,
Right? Remember that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
I
And there are
remember that.
times that you're tested.
Mhm.
How the hell is life working for me when my engine just seized and my child support stopped? So what I want you to do, what I'd like you to do, what I'm offering you to do, what I'm asking you to do, and see if you accept, and you have the option to accept it, is recognize when you're in that suffering. and just tell life is working for me.
Yeah.
The suffering is separate from my experience. It's unintelligent thinking, and I just get to shift to my powerful self, who's going to
Yeah.
find all the solutions we can find to get out, to get in a better place.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Totally makes sense. Yeah. Totally. Yep.
I mean, does it feel good?
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, I feel like I do that, and I feel like it's just, it's just that constant, like, I'm doing it because I do this with, I have a child that likes to have behaviors on me, and I have
Okay.
to keep like, okay, So anyway, so I was thinking about that too as you were talking, like, because sometimes like I do get like upset and frustrated because it's like the way she's can talk and be disrespectful and that kind of thing. And then
She's a
like,
teenager.
yeah, 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 yeah. And I know that, but sometimes it's still,
Well, does
it's
that does
still
that
not
make you suffer when that happens?
kind of, well, mostly because it's like I don't want to see her behaving that way.
Right,
I don't take it personally. I don't absorb it.
right.
And so sometimes she gets mad at me. She's like, not everybody can go around acting like they're on Xanax like you. And I'm
You're
like,
on
thank you.
Xanax. What did you say? You act like you're on
Yeah.
Xanax. It's kind of funny.
I mean, I guess that's a compliment because I
Yeah,
can
right. Because you're
regulate
calm.
myself,
Because you're
even though I
calm.
don't take Xanax, just for the
Right.
record. But
But
yeah.
you have a good, steady, calm way of being.
Yeah. Like if I was to, somebody did something to me, somebody took too long, somebody pulled out in front of me, I would stay regulated. It wouldn't
Right.
really affect me too much. But
So
yeah.
does she like later on apologize to you, or she just like says, I don't have to apologize to my mom? Or she just like acts normal. What does she do?
She's gotten better about it,
Yeah.
and she's on,
Okay.
I don't know if she can hear me, so I'm like, eh.
Right. Yeah, it's
But
okay.
yeah, so it's one of those things like that's kind of like also on the forefront. And she may be spilling the stress from stuff too, and then she kind of
She's a
like,
teenager.
yeah, and she lost privileges to get her own car, so she's, relies on me, and like now I'm not gonna let her drive.
Because of
Anyways,
behavioral stuff. Was that with the dad? You're saying more with the
there
dad?
was she had a deal with her dad where she could have like gotten a car, but she did not keep her end of the deal, and so it was a no deal. He broke it off, and good for him. He he
And,
gave a very
and you
specific,
supported him with that. I mean, you were
oh,
in
100%.
alignment. Okay.
Oh, 100%. But at the same time, it's like, when you discipline your kids, you punish yourself just as
Right.
much.
Oh yeah, you feel
That's,
bad. You feel bad.
well, not even just that, not even the feeling bad. I'm kind of beyond feeling bad. I know that's horrible. I'm like, no, no, no. No, it's more like, you have to struggle because then you have to drive them and you have to do, that kind of thing. So
Right, right.
anyway, not to get
I
sidetracked,
know, I
but that
know.
was,
No, it's okay.
yeah.
So the other thing I'd like you to do, and again, we're going to rush this solution because we don't really have time to go into it
Yeah.
deep. But if you remember the power of decision, and in the
Mhm.
power of decision, I gave you like way back, um, a decision matrix and this
Oh,
could
yeah.
apply here. Yeah, you remember that, right?
Hmm.
This could apply here as well. Like
Yeah.
you find out what limiting beliefs is all this stuff causing me?
Yeah.
Like, is it causing me to feel not worthy, a victim, not good enough, not loved? What are the limiting beliefs? And you write them down in column one. Somewhere in your email, you have a drawing of this. Don't go look for it
Yes.
now. Wait, we'll wait.
I
But
won't.
yeah, column one, right?
Hmm.
Column two, you make a new powerful decision, and it's got to be powerful, powerful decision.
Yeah.
So, just for argument's sake, I feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed when everything always happens badly, and I feel overwhelmed, right? And then the new powerful decision is I'm a powerful creator who's in control, as an example, not an example. I'm a powerful creator that's in control of my life, and life is happening for me. Everything happens for me. And then you cite evidence. And that's the most important part. You write down evidence of when you are a powerful creator. I am loved. Everything happens for me. When did this happen for me? When did that happen for me? And you just and limiting belief, new powerful decision, evidence. And you make a few of those, however many you want. And you look at them, and then kind of like a declaration, well, not kind of, it is a declaration. You say them to yourself twice a day. I am a powerful creator who's love and generous and all that stuff. So between
Yeah.
so between shifting from a powerful state, from a suffering state to a powerful state, and not recognizing that moment of transformation when your thinking is unintelligent, right? And that and remembering, always remembering life is working for me. I want you to accept, hopefully, I think you said you would. You shook
Mhm.
your head. You shook your head a lot.
Yes.
Um, that that you would look at that, right? You would accept that, and then think about again. And I know the last time you're very willing to do that, so hopefully you're still willing to do this. So
Mhm.
you do accept doing this, I presume, right?
Yeah, yes,
The
yeah.
decision matrix. So
Yeah.
remember, uh, limiting belief, powerful decision, and then the evidence, and then you do those two things, and it can only help you cope. It will help you cope.
Mhm.
So with that, we'll end this call for the moment. It's been a while since we spoke, and I know we normally go much deeper, but for purposes of what we're doing today,
Yep.
it's what we are doing today. But I hope we can talk again, and
Yeah, for
because
sure.
it's been a long time. It's been a
Yeah.
so thank you, Leslie,
Thank you,
and
John.
talk again later.